Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Rice Owls, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Utah Utes. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Rice's offense comes on the field first today. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But, Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game in the college football world would change since then?
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal. Fresh set of downs, first and goal. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Owls. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's when they start the drive. So Utah's offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the tailback's got it again. Gets some space around the 30. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. That run good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And on the carry, he's heading left. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The Utes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And they'll run it on the jet sweep. Breaks loose at the 40. Hard running through a tackle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Utes looking to cash in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Important second down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Wilson. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Utah.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. The Sauk were able to bring him down quickly.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide.
But that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. No problem, knocks it right through. There's a flag down. If it's on the defense, wouldn't be enough of first down. You figure the kicker would take the 3 points. A costly special teams penalty, and here comes the offense back on the field. So 1st and 10, that's a costly mistake for the defense on 4th down. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They bring him down after a short gain there.
I think it's important to... Quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the Utes will send their punt team onto the field. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Rice. He just sprints into the end zone. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Utes offense takes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback keeps the football, running with purpose. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. The gain makes it second and medium. Ball handed to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big gains like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Split backfield here. They're going to run the option. He's swarmed by the defense. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Can he make it to the marker? And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? The Utes will line up to boot it away. Remember, his first punt was taken back to the house. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Rice offense is out there again. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him right at the 24.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looks left and finds his target there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return one down. Sets up the next drive. And the Utah offense takes the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack. So it's second down and long here from the 13. Dropping back, it's Wilson. Receiver makes the catch. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. The Utes will bring their punt team onto the field. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Rice offense on the field now. The last possession, they were able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. This one is broken up and falls incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Under pressure, just lets it go. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Utah offense takes the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Wilson. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. And the Utes bring their punt team onto the field. And here's the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Pressure is coming. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides to avoid the big hit. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And he pulls in the catch. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Running out of time in the pocket. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss. Sack sets up 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking for the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Utes. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Utah 14.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards.
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. He'll be taken down, but after a good return. The guys up front line up. It's first down. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12, a red zone opportunity. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And the Utes are going to cash in here in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Wilson. This one is incomplete right in the back corner of the end zone. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Pass not complete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? From the shotgun, drops back. He's going to take another shot right here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT puts them up 17 now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Handoff to the back. And the defense smothers him for no gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The Utes will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner will be brought down. This will likely be the last play of the half. On first down, it's play action. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, a last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Utah offense takes the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Now juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, it's Wilson. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. Getting set for his second down. Caught on the outside. It's Washington. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. And there's the handoff. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught on the outside. It's Washington. And led out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. The Utes will have 1st and 10 here. QB decides to keep it here. And he's got it already past the first down marker. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. First down and 10.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Utah. This quarterback on fire today. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Utah 21.
Bringing it out, it's Hardy. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Rice offense is out there again. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. He'll take a deep shot here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. Second down after that previous play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And this pass is caught. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Defense is coming after him. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to throw it deep. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And Rice has the lead here. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
And the defense is doing everything they can to try to rip that ball out. They've got to get the football back to their own offense to have any chance, obviously, of winning this game.
And we're able to get him down. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. And the extra point up and good. Makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Rice, 38. Utah, 21.
Return begins inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Utes offense takes the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion sets up a second down. To the air, it's Wilson. Quick throw over the middle. It's caught downfield. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down. The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They look to throw it here on second down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. And he drops back in the gun. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs. And here comes the Rice offense on the field now. Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll try the right here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the defense brings him down. Coming up, second down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Rice. To stretch the lead, the route is on. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. The returner is brought down. It's a start with the next drive. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead. The football back. Here's the second down play. Scanning the field. It's Wilson. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback dropping back. And the ball is picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The pass rush closing in. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He eludes the rush, and he's looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Caught near the sideline. It's Washington.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger.